Putin stays silent and watches as Moscow opts for a cautious wait-and-see approach. Helped by the Orthodox Christmas lull, the Kremlin weighs every phrase amid dramatic developments in the Caribbean, the Iranian crisis, and fresh diplomatic moves on Ukraine, while quietly taking satisfaction in the widening strain between the United States and the European Union. On Venezuela, with the situation still unsettled and a pro-government apparatus holding for now even without Maduro, Russia condemned the reported kidnapping of the president in Caracas, yet avoided a head-on clash with Donald Trump, on whom it still pins hopes for a Ukraine outcome more aligned with Russian interests, limiting itself, via the foreign ministry, to calls for de-escalation and problem-solving through constructive dialogue. The same restrained, legalistic tone appeared over the US seizure of the Russian tanker Marinera, accused of breaching the oil blockade on Venezuela, with no threats of retaliation, but an allegation of violating the UN Convention governing navigation rights, plus a demand that Washington treat the Russian crew humanely and with dignity, and ensure their swift return. Putin remains in the background, officially absorbed by religious rites, and overnight, between Tuesday and Wednesday, attends a service with soldiers and their families, framing the troops' mission as a near-sacred duty to defend the homeland and protect the nation and its people. Meanwhile, investment advisor and U.S. interlocutor Kirill Dmitriev needles the EU over the rift sparked by Trump's threats regarding Greenland, claiming the island Osh fate is already decided and that Europeans will be left to act as vassals. Russia is similarly cautious on Iran, where Putin has sought a mediating role for months, with frequent contacts with Benjamin Netanyahu. And spokesman Dmitry Peskov reiterates the intent to keep constructive relations with Tehran and help ease tensions in a volatile region, as talk circulates of possible new Israeli or American strikes. On Ukraine, Moscow is waiting to see whether the security guarantees discussed in Paris move beyond statements of intent, such as the pledge signed by Emmanuel Macron, Keir Starmer, and Volodymyr Zelensky about a post-ceasefire multinational force, while restating its opposition and warning that any European troops would be deemed legitimate military targets. Zelensky says he has not received a clear, unequivocal answer on how allies would respond to future attacks, and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov portrays Europe's stance as a lack of confidence in its own course, a weakness that, in his view, already dooms it.